Nice.
Nice little archive.
Ready to start the show?
You ready?
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Everything conceivable.
Turn that shit up, it's big face beats.
MJ shit though, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about it in the studio with the RecBoys though. It's showtime.
The hottest DJ
We
out
ready to let the
here.
horns go, right? Okay, look. I try to tell them nobody do it like these guys, so I'll explain it with La Sicaria. Two languages so y'all can get hit both ways.
Hit for the heat.
So we don't care if you throw shade. The RecBoys got it locked again. I'm talking the hottest guests, independent artists to the executive gems.
En la calle con el show número uno. Poniendo la presión como el chulo de los miércoles.
That's every Wednesday at 7. We're independent from past to present to future. Don't let me lose you, the show is fire.
You catch wreck, get wreck, el mundo se prepare. Estamos internacional, nadie que se compare.
And they throw you the trivia, so you gotta be sharp. Chris think he know it all, so beat him and you quiet as bar.
En estaciones FM, YouTube and Facebook Live. Yeah, DJ Shot and Mr. Catch, thank you for watching.
RecBoys.
Request AKA Catch Wreck.
And DJ RecBoy Shaq.
So, RecBoys? Nigga, I love you. You in my heart every day, motherfucker.
RecBoys.
The RecBoys.
RecBoys. I'm tapping with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
In the studio, we're catching wreck.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shop, Mr. Catch Rec. We are the RecBoys. Happy hump day. Happy middle of the week. Happy, I don't know, late 420. You know, I mean, I guess, right? I had a dope 420. I had a super dope event. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to the rec center. Shout out to everybody that pulled up and had a good 420 time with us. I'm not going to name everybody, but shout out to everybody that was there. Shout out to Bunky in the building. She will not be live. Tea Time with Bunky will not be live tomorrow. She is going to see the greatest, aka MJ. You know, she's doing the early premiere. So I'm gonna try to go Friday or Saturday. My wife said maybe Sunday. So I'm gonna figure it out. But I'm definitely going this weekend. You going to see it?
I don't know.
Oh, this nigga said you don't know.
I don't know.
Nope.
Let's see what happens.
Man. So you're not hype about you're not. It just
the whole movie shit like don't really. There's been a couple movies that came out about people and you expect it to be like really about them, but then when you start realizing how movies is made and all that shit is not really
right.
You know.
Would you want a movie made about you?
No.
Really? At all? You don't want your story told? You don't think your story can help somebody? You don't think
maybe,
you have an interesting story? You don't think it would make for good TV? good entertainment?
Could be. I don't know. I never really thought about it, to be honest with you.
All right.
I'm that dude who don't like taking pictures, don't like doing, you know what I mean? Like, I think about that shit a lot as I'm getting older. Like, yo, damn, there's not going to be a lot for people to see because it's only like now through this, you know what I mean? You know how it was back, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't me, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. We see how times progress. Times is changing. We got this whole AI shit. There's probably be a robot of me pretty soon. You never know.
I doubt all that. I'm not getting all that. I'm personally not getting all with the robots, so that ain't happening. What else is going on? Trying to think. I got my anniversary coming up for the shop. That's super dope. That's in a couple of weeks. I don't know anything else is going on besides that. I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on in the world. Iceman is dropping.
Iceman.
May 15th. Drizzy Drake. Pause.
Yeah,
you didn't see that?
Nah, I seen it. I seen what he did. The little ice shit made people rush there. I seen it. That shit smart.
But you didn't know that it was dropping like that.
No, I knew it was. I just don't really give a fuck. Like,
oh damn.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the honesty. That's what's up. I feel you on that. It's gonna be interesting. Let me see what else is What else is there before we get
I
to
know,
our
I know it's there. We got VSOP City in the building tonight from Brooklyn. It's been,
absolutely?
I always got to make sure I get my Brooklyn people on. I always, it's weird because I was thinking about that shit shot the other day. I'm like, yo, probably like 85% of the guests are from Brooklyn. And I don't do it, like, I'm being honest, I don't do it on purpose. It's just that's how it's been.
Yeah, you could go to 90%. It's probably Brooklyn and Bronx. You have a lot of people from the Bronx,
right?
And a sprinkle of Queens. Queens would be next. I mean, you got it. Nah, I don't know. Queens might be in battle with Florida. Florida got
a lot of them is weird because a lot of them come from and that's how it's been. The ones who's been on North Carolina, South Carolina, they from New York somewhere. You know what I mean? Like me, you know what I mean? I left New York, came to Florida. Like it's weird. That transition is when you start watching how people were moving. Like I remember back in the day, it went from you lived in Brooklyn and then you moved up to like maybe like a Queens, Ridgewood, Queens, or Maspeth. You know what I mean? Around there, or you might have went to Astoria and then you start migrating towards Manhattan and all that. You might go to the Bronx, but if you make that move to the Bronx, you liable to damn near go upstate. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
make the move to the Bronx, it might not be a step up. Jefferson's wasn't going to the Bronx.
But they start how it started.
No,
how they started put like almost like it seemed like the push of people getting pushed out because of this it changed in Brooklyn now. Like when I go over there now and I see, I'm like, oh, this wasn't how like they would never be here. Like that would never like you know what I mean? It's crazy, but I'm definitely hype about tonight. Like I said, we got another Brooklyn native in the building. We got VSOP City.
No, absolutely. Screen. All right, there we go. Now we can jump into it now.
Let's go.
Shout out to Time. Time is in the building. See that, right? Time is in the building. Brooklyn, let's go. What's happening, homie? What's shaking?
What's shaking, man? What's going on? Appreciate y'all having me. Let's talk about it.
Appreciate you. Yo, real quick before we get into it, let everybody know who you are and what you do, homie.
Listen, man, I go by the name of VSOP City, Victory, Success, Opportunity, and Progress. I'm a music artist. You can find my work on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, music videos on YouTube, World Star Hip Hop, mixtapes on like all the mixtape platforms. That Piff. I got an EP out right now called Story to Tell, which is on all streaming platforms. I just got back from South Korea not too long ago, working on a TV show, Gangsters in Korea. I got the trailer. The trailer's out, so private link to the trailer, whatever. But we still in the work to find out where we're gonna find a home for that content at. Yeah, put that work in. I do a lot of things. Community activist, community leader as well. Yeah.
That's super dope. So you said you got the project Story to Tell. What part of your story you think people fully don't understand yet?
I mean, I still feel like as an artist, like I haven't reached the amount of people that I feel like will understand my story. Like I still got a lot more people to reach, but for the people that I have reached, the people that know me, know of me through the music, I think like what I'm doing now versus what I did back then is kind of like a little. I think that might be the what people don't know, what don't understand about me, or might not know like more of my past versus what I'm doing now.
Got you. So what was the past? You want? I'm curious now. I want to know what was it that would be so shocking.
Yeah, I mean, like didn't grow up with my dad or my mother. Definitely was raised by like my grandmother. Definitely spent some time upstate and like like kind of like juvenile halls, and when you acting up, they send you like these places or whatever, like these camps or whatever. So I spent a lot of time in there. I used to get in a lot of trouble, like as a young kid. I used to like resent. I used to be mad because like all my cousins, all my family, they with they peoples, they with their parents or whatever, and I was mad. So I used to act out. I used to act up a lot, stress my grandmother out a lot. Say less. Alright. Yeah. So yeah, my fault. But yeah. So I used to like act out a lot, get in a lot of trouble. Growing up, as I grew, like I started getting into sports and stuff, and I started liking music. So around like 13, like 12, 13 years old, I started like listening to different music, Jadakiss. So I really like Jadakiss. I fell in love with like his flow, his style. Listened to a lot of like Tupac, a lot of Biggie, a lot of Jay-Z. And then I also like the music aspect of Michael Jackson. Like, so I used to listen to a lot of Michael Jackson. So when it come to like making hooks and harmonizing and stuff like that, like I took a lot of inspiration from that. So like my style was kind of different. Like I won't say all over the place, but I got a lot of different styles. I kind of could cater to every market in a way when it comes to making the music.
Gotcha.
It's dope you said that because I was gonna ask you what separates VSOP City from 2020 to you now.
From 2020 to me now, I think I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of death. I've seen a lot of things that's just going on in the world that everybody's seen. We don't live through COVID. We don't live through, regime changes as far as like with our president, as far as what we got going on in the world, period. So I had another daughter in the between that time. I would say like more conscious of some of the things I do, like some of the things I say. Like there was a point in time where I was wild, like I would rap about certain things like that I was doing, and it was crazy. Like fortunately, I never really got caught up from saying certain things that I did, but like there was those times when I was in the streets heavy and just wilding out, and then I was rapping, and I was like, it could have went bad. Let's just put
Gotcha.
it like that.
Um, when you say you do shout out to J Royal, was goody homie. Um, you reach out to the community,
Yeah. So
knowing your
I'm a director for a nonprofit also. Where we work with like ninth through 12th grade. It's called the NBA. And I basically like help them find colleges that they want to go to,
Oh, that's dope.
take them on college tours, get them internship placements so we can put some money in their pocket, give them the game. Like, you feel me? Like, just these is kids that come from the same kind of neighborhoods as me. So I see a lot of kids that I feel like was like me back in the days, or I see kids that's looking for certain resources that I wish I would have had back then, or I wish I would
right.
have knew about or paid attention to back then.
Hmm.
To try to help them. So pretty much that's what I do on a large scale.
No, that's super dope because I'm right now. Shah's son graduated last year. Well, my oldest graduated a few years back. Shah's son graduated last year. My son graduating this year. Shah's son just went to college. My son getting ready to go to college. And I'm actually gonna be in Brooklyn this summer doing a college tour at LIU. You know what I mean? So I
That's
might hit
fire.
you up so you can fucking give me some of those grants. Cause listen, going through this with them, bro, it's super dope that you're doing that. Cause a lot of these parents don't know. You know what I mean? That there
Yeah.
is assistance out there. You know what I mean? Because they just don't know what they don't know. You know what I mean? And a lot of this is like, if you don't know about it, you don't know about it.
Right, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So that's what I feel like there might have been certain things that was available for me back then. And
Right.
when I say back then, not too far back then, I don't want y'all to get it confused. But like when I was a teen and when I was doing my thing, if I'd have had those resources like open to me and I'd have knew, yo, you could go do this, you could go do that, then it probably would have steered me down a certain path, or I could have found my career. I could have realized, I could really do this music stuff. You feel me? Like
Right.
earlier on, and I would have probably had more of a plan and could have been further along. You know what I mean? Now we got the studio in there for them. We hooked the studio up. Well, we actually breaking it down and redoing it to make it bigger. But
Mhm.
we have a studio. Anybody that want to learn how to make beats, we help them learn how to make beats. We help them learn how to get their LLCs. We teach them how to do like 3D printing and creating their own merch with the heat press and all of that stuff. So it's a lot of different things that we teach them how to do. What's up, bro? Nah, I'm on the Facebook Live.
Tell them you in the studio with the RecBoys.
What happened? We with
We're
the
telling
Rec
you,
Boys, man.
yeah,
We in
we
the
in the studio
studio.
RecBoys.
Yeah, but nah, it's dope because I remember when I graduated high school, they had a program called VEST that I didn't even know nothing about. That I just was, it was so dope that I had some people around me that actually cared and knew some shit. You know what I mean? So it's here, go apply for VEST, and what it was, being that you had like a certain, I ain't gonna hold you. They put me when I went upstate, they put me in special ed due to my um going crazy in the classroom, like teaching me, yo, do your work. I'm like, get that shit the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not doing
Right.
nothing. And for that, they put me in the ed up there. Like it was different. So through that, they gave me like college. They were paying for the gas, but I ain't know none of this. It was salute to Miss Giacchetti. That was the teacher's name. You know what I mean? Who told me about all this shit? And she kind of took me on her wing and said, "Yo, listen, you could apply for this. You could do this." And they helped crazy. But if she didn't tell me, I would have never knew. My parents would have never knew. You know what I mean? I ended up going to college and getting kicked out anyway because I was stupid. You know what I mean? But at least there's, like I said, there's opportunity that we just don't know about sometimes.
Exactly. You see what's going on with these kids nowadays, man. You know, back in the days when we was shaking and moving, the morals was different. It was a little more guidance to when it came to like the street stuff, like, you know, and now it's like really no guidance and all that stuff is washed and dead. So I'm trying to get the kids the game as much as I can, especially the kids that look like me, you know what I mean? Come from where I come from. Try to keep them out of trouble, you know. If you're gonna make your music, but there's a certain way, you know, you gotta do things, you know, when you live in a certain life for real. So I try to give them all the game I could give them.
Gotcha. Yo, speaking of, you just touched on it a little bit. Um, how's your approach to getting to that one kid that you see the potential in, and he just can't leave it alone, and you like, dude, it's so much better because I know me, I'm a barber by trade. So I'm always seeing different people, different walks of life, all that good stuff. And sometimes I get grandmothers or mothers, and they're like, "Yo, I'm just trying to get through to my son, and he's really not getting it." And they're like 15, 16, 17. And I got gray on my face. So when I try to tell them, you get what I'm saying? They like, "Yo, OG, like you don't even know what time it is." Not knowing my background, my experience. I got 2 bids under my belt. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I worked for myself. I done worked for you. You get anything that was possible under the sun for the hood. I done did.
Yeah,
You get what I'm
community
saying?
activists, lead,
Yeah.
like all type of
So
shit. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So when I feel like I'm in a good place to give them some information, but because of the age gap, the communication is so hard. So you're younger than me. How do you get to that point? Because you're getting them too where they're that age, but at least you getting them where they're focused, going to college. I'm talking about the ones that's like, yo, man, it's
Yeah, so
either
we get those. There's a lot of kids, you know, out of, let's say I get 44 kids in my program for this year, and you know, maybe 31 of them, you know, might be on the right path, but we still have, you know, those others that's still dibbling, dabbling in the streets, or still doing certain things that they know they shouldn't be doing. And you
right,
could kind of tell that they want to make that change, but they not fully out of whatever it is that they involved in, or they not fully grasping everything that's being presented to them. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's all these kids know because of how they raised, how their parents was raised. Or sometimes it's all they know because it's all they see around them because of circumstance. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
when they see the consistency, that's usually what gets them. Because you could talk at a kid, you could say at a teen, you could say all the stuff in the world, feeling like you could relate to them. But yeah, we did what we did at our time, but now this is a different time. It's a different era. It's different things going on. Yeah, it might be the same kind of thing, but it's being done differently. It's being glorified differently. Certain things is more acceptable now that wasn't acceptable then, and then there were certain things that's more acceptable then that's not acceptable now. Like, you get what I'm saying? Back in the days, you feel me? You put your hands on a kid, smack your kid up for doing whatever. Ain't nobody looking at you. Now you put your hands on the kid. You want to be a gangbanger. You want to be outside. You want to be doing what you do. Now I do that. Now everybody got an opinion on the internet. Now everybody is like, oh, you shouldn't have did that. Now the cameras is coming out. They recording you disciplining your kid. You get what I'm saying? So
Nope,
it's
you're
different
right.
eras. It's a different time. But what I feel like, what I see from working with the kids, working with the youth, is about consistency. I tell them one thing, and I show them, yo, we really doing this. And then they'll see it and they'll see it help work out for one kid. And then they'll be like, you know what, I'm still not messing with it. But then you don't turn your back on them. You still offer whatever's next. Like, you feel me? Listen, we doing this. This might help you, or we going this place. This might turn your mind, make you think differently about certain things that you've been doing. And it's just about the consistency, staying, not saying to stay on top of them, but being open to receive, their feedback, like being open to continuously try to help them, even when they deny the help or even when you don't feel like you're getting through to them.
So now let's relate that to your music, because you've been doing music for a while,
Yeah.
right? So now relate that to your music. You sitting here, you busting down these doors, you trying to get, make a name for yourself. How is it for you? Like, what keeps you consistent? Because like I wanted to ask you, you drop a lot of singles. So is that building up to a project? So that's like almost a 2-part question.
Yeah, so I actually had a project out called Heavy Lies the Crown. There was a discrepancy with one of the songs. This was like 2022. I dropped that. There was a discrepancy with one of the songs over. I had leased the beat, and they sent the cease and desist because I didn't buy it outright. They pretty much was trying to shake me down for some extra money. The song was doing like really, really good, and they wanted me to
You had a
just buy it.
lease. You must have had a lease.
Yeah, I had a lease.
And then you
I
got to a certain amount of plays, and then you had to go renew
I
the
had to
lease.
go back
Yeah.
to renegotiate, and due to
Gotcha.
the number of plays and stuff I had in streams, they tried to overtax me for the beat, and I didn't want to pay the amount that they was saying. $10,000 for a beat, you're not Timberland. Like you're not. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I understand people's work is people's work, so I didn't want to pay the money, so they sent the cease and desist, and they end up taking down my whole album. So I am gonna re-release
Oh
the
damn.
album just without that song. We got like the beat remade, similar kind of to the same beat, but I didn't like it. I didn't like how the song sounded on that other beat. You know what I mean? So I just never
Feel you.
re-released it. Um, but so I did have that project out, which was like doing really, really good. And then once they took that project down, they sent that cease and desist. I just started doing single, because I'm really trying to find what hits the audience, like that, what hits the target audience. But I have projects made, like I have tons of music. I got 150, 200 songs already. It's just about like, what am I doing with it? Do I got the proper rollout? Is this what I want to put out? Is this what if these records are records that get out to the world, is that what I want to be perceived as? Because like
That's
I
what
said, I
that's what I
got
was gonna
drip
ask you.
records. I
Yeah, that's
got
exactly what
drip.
I was gonna ask you, because who you were a couple years ago is not who you are now.
Exactly, right? So I still have songs that might reflect, but even I just feel like when it comes down to music, I feel like who you were and who you are is all a part of your music. Who you was back then, who you are now. So I might got something like I have like waiting. I used to fight a lot. We used to get into a lot of stuff, and that's more of a fighting song. But then I might have Just Because I'm Black, which is more of a conscious song. It's talking about, like the Freddie Grays and the standing up for your rights and all those songs. But you release those songs and you realize that, damn, everybody is leaning towards the ignorant things. The more hype songs, more songs that it gets you turned up, more songs that might not have the most positive message, but it's still a good song. You get what I'm saying? Versus the songs where, I got Because I'm Black, I got
You got
Life Lessons, I got
Numb,
Stone. These are songs that
Goosebumps.
got numb. These are songs that got a fire message, that got substance to it, that where I'm not just dibbity 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 dot dibbity. It's saying something, but those are not the songs that stream the most. Those are not the most songs that people's like, yo, I want to listen to that. Or when I go out to the club or I go out to these spots, you can't play certain songs. You gotta, especially if you're trying to get to a certain point in your career where I could do anything I pretty much want to do. Like I could release whatever I want and work it how I work it.
Right.
But it's about finding that right. I feel like I found my groove though with the more boom bap sound, as far as like how when I say like Benny the Butcher type sound, like the Zelda type of vibe. Like when I rap like that, I feel like the majority of people respond the best to that. But like I said,
Yo,
I got
but maybe
R&B.
but maybe with that cadence, you giving them the substance of the joints, like numb, like goosebumps, like because I'm black. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's the whole beauty about this shit is making something that's yours. You know what I mean? Like, and I
Right.
think I think a lot of artists get caught in trying to chase that sound when there's really a lane for, like, look at Fetty. Fetty's a perfect one. Like, he never wanted to rap. And I remember telling people this shit back in the day. It took like 8 years for Trap Queen to pop. Like, that shit was going crazy in Jersey before anybody ever heard it. You know what I mean? And then it finally took off. He was like, I didn't want to rap, but that's what was going, so that's where he went. Now look at him. Now he's doing some go-go type joints. He's singing, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But if he would have did that from the get, I think his fan base, he could have been he would have been a way bigger artist, I think. Even though, don't get me wrong, he got mad,
Yeah, he's a
he
huge
got mad
artist.
plaques. He's huge, you know what I'm
Diamonds,
saying? But I think he could have
gold.
been bigger. Like, where he
Yeah.
could go now is gonna exceed what he's done.
Right.
Nah,
And
I
I
don't
and I
know.
feel like, that's what it is. I feel like, when you find a sound that works, I feel like that distinct sound worked for him, and then that's why he ran with it. But
Right.
that's not to say he couldn't do the go-go, or he couldn't do any of the other stuff that he's doing now. It's just that's the sound that blew up. Like, you
Yeah.
feel me?
Let
Now
let me
let's say
be
this. Now,
yeah.
I'm working with the kids. I'm doing all these positive things, you feel me? And let's say Glock for Me blow up. Now this is a song about me rapping about my pistol. You get what I'm saying? So now, because that's not technically necessarily who I am as a person, at the moment, does that like am I being fake? Like, or is it just a song that is a hit? It's just the people like this song. This is a song that people like. So, you kind of have that kind of like identity crisis kind of when it comes to the music, because everybody's like, oh, you rapping about this, you got to be this person, you got to be done it. Yeah, I've done that. I've been there. I've done that. I'm not doing that no more. But should I be rapping about that? And this song is from 2022, and now everybody is on it now, and now it's blowing up. So now to everybody, I'm this shoot 'em up, bang bang guy. Like, you get what I'm saying?
It
Yeah,
happens. It
I
happens like
do,
that.
but trust and believe, King. It's all about the art, and I
Right.
say that because I don't want you to limit your gift to the world.
All right, for sure,
You get
for
what I'm
Mhm.
sure.
saying? And I mean, yo, dude, we're human. So,
Yeah,
it is, but the more sin is to hold back. My man said he got 200 records.
Yeah.
200 records. Yo, ain't nobody not everybody has privy to your hard drive, homie. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I think I think first of all, be an artist. Now, outside of being an artist, we have to us as the hip hop culture have to start understanding that we're not going to take certain things. We're not going to take, using lyrics against us in trial, because this is the only genre of music that they do this to. Only really source of entertainment that they do this to. They don't do it to Martin Scorsese. They don't do it to Brett Ratner and all these guys who do these crazy films and have all types of characters.
right,
So, and because of they're targeting hip hop so much, it starts hindering our children. You're a child of hip hop. So now it got you like, damn, this is how I express. This is my gift to the world. And because of the the way society is moving and shifting now, it has me second guessing my gift that was given to me by the higher power. You get
right.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
listen, just because you gotta understand too, you're an artist. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me.
If you paint a naked woman, that doesn't necessarily mean you into porn. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Like,
Let me now. Let me
Yeah,
let
that's
me get it clear. Let me get it clear. I would never let nobody stop me from being the artist that I am. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna create. I'm a creator. I have children's books that I've written. I have
nice.
screenplays that I've written. I'm gonna always be a creator. I'm talking about the people and how they accept and how they view things. See, as an artist, I'm not here to like make you happy or make you sad or make
Right.
you're gonna do that stuff yourself. If I could give you a record that you like, that make you feel something, then I feel like I did my job. Whether it make you feel upset, whether it make you feel good, whether it make you think about life, you know what I mean? That's what I like to do. But I'm not gonna limit what I do to please everybody, because you can't please everybody at the end of the day.
You can.
But at the same time, I'm always gonna, just the artist that I am, I'm always gonna use all my creative gifts. So I know I could rap about these things really, really well, and I could tell a story about these things really, really well. I'm gonna do it regardless.
Nice.
Um, Whether some of them are true, whether some of them are just like fiction, some of the things might be just a story that I made up in my head, and I'm just, making a song off of it. Like, you get what I'm saying? I would never stop like my creative vibes because of what people think, but I'm also conscious of knowing that if one of these certain songs blow up, then this is who you're gonna be.
I don't know.
This is who you.
In this time and age, I don't know, City. Everything's moving so quick. I don't know in this time and age if that statement right there is true. Like, really think about it. How you drop a song today, because you drop a lot of tracks, like a lot of singles, right? So you drop one today, and the shit might go for like 2-3 weeks. You get your numbers, your people fuck with it. Then you drop another one. They probably already forgetting about the one you just dropped. They on to the next.
But now let's say I drop it, right, and the track that I drop is like a hard track. Mm-hmm. And then the next, and that one is the one most people like. And then I drop a drill song the next time, right? Do you think they're gonna consider me a trap rapper or a drill rapper? All you need to do is make one drill song that's semi.
Yeah, I see. Then they categorize you. I get where you going.
And then they categorize you.
Yeah. I get where you going.
I know a lot of people that they call drill. They call Lola Brooks a drill rapper. She's not a drill rapper.
She's not. Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's just always that New York, that category you're going to get put in as a New York artist, and then as the Brooklyn artist, to even be more specific, or even the Bronx, it will still have that same kind of stigma on him as an artist. Like, oh, he's a rapper, he's talking about this, or that's a drill artist.
The perception people have is crazy. Yeah, the perception people have is crazy.
Yeah, but you guys gotta.
And as sad as it is, those people's perception that don't live the life you ever lived, that's not involved in nothing that you're doing, that's not making no music, that's just bystanders and watching, those are the people that narrate the opinions. Those are the people that are getting people to say, hey, this is good and this is not good. You get what I'm saying? Like the DJ academics and those kind of people that they not really from the cloth, but they have such a platform where they could steer people to like you, or they could steer people to hate you. I feel like that's the era we in now. Like, they gotta fuck with you, and if they don't fuck with you, then you getting drugged.
Yeah, nah, it's tough. It's tough entering.
Scary. It's a cold world. What Cole says, a cold world. Right?
Yeah, no. It definitely is. It's wild because we at a certain point, like think about it, this shit is repeating itself. At a certain point, everybody was a gangster rapper. Mm-hmm. Everybody was a gangster rapper, and we're like, wait, whoa. There were certain people that MC Hammer was never a gangster rapper. You get what I'm saying? There's certain people who didn't even make gangster music. They might have made just a hard song, and then all of a sudden they're categorized as gangster music, or made a mad song.
MC Hammer was a thug, though. Let me get that out the way.
Yes, absolutely.
His name used to hold heavyweight.
But this is and this is the funny part. That's the reverse part about it. You get what I'm saying? So at that point, when we were back then, we did music for the music, and however they categorized it, they categorized it. But the true fans of hip hop always stuck true. I think, as a culture of hip hop, is, first of all, we got to start setting some boundaries. And second, we have to be. It has to be each one teach one in the new era of hip hop.
Well, can we put number one as we got to stop trying to be accepted, because we are the number one.
We are
of it all.
So what are you? What are we?
But think about what I'm saying here before you go crazy. A lot of artists, he just said it now. He's trying to figure out his lane. What the people are gonna vibe to. What they're gonna go crazy to. A lot of artists are on that mind frame. We got to get out that mentality of being accepted, and not saying he is. I'm just saying artists, a lot of artists in general, of just being them, and it's gonna go. And understanding that when you find your niche and what your success is, and stop relaying it to what you seeing all over the place, and you know your lane, that's where this whole shit changes.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's why I stopped focusing so much on like what song, like what particular song I dropped, and then I just started dropping singles.
See, and
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 and,
and,
and like
and
you, if you
quick.
notice, you look at the singles, it's all different kind of tracks.
Yeah, it had
Yeah,
me fucked up. I ain't know what. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Every artist we get on the show, I go check out first. But what happened? What happened this week? We had somebody who was supposed to be on, but they wasn't responding to the emails. So I hit Nimrod, and I'm like, "Yo, I know you got a couple artists because we had Molly on last week." I'm like, "Let's
Yeah,
just get one of your artists to come on the show." He's like, "Oh, VSOP City." I'm like, "I bet. Let's link it." Like literally, shot. I booked him last week.
nice.
Normally, I get time to go check the music. So this week, I'm checking the music, and no lie, because I listen to solely independent art of music. So when he tells me, "Are you gonna go check Michael? You're gonna go watch Chris and all them?" I'm like, if wifey wants to, I guess. Like, but I'm not really. That's not my thing. You know what I mean?
right.
So I'm checking you out this week, and I feel like I'm on a fucking roller coaster when I'm listening to you because every joint you putting out is different lanes. And how I took it, I'm like, oh, he's trying to find what sticks.
Yeah, so and then I mean I never felt like I was doing that trying to find what sticks. I felt like I was just giving me. I felt like I
Oh,
could do an
see,
R&B joint and somebody might like you might listen to my only thing and that might go on your playlist. But you might not be an R&B nigga. You might be a extra 1990s hip hop head. Like you get what I'm saying? And I know there's times when I'm feeling like an extra 90s baby hip hop head nigga and I'm like, you know what? Play something hard for me, play something Griselda for me, something like that kind of vibe, and then I might do
so
that, put that
let,
out.
let
You
me say
feel me?
this. Remember, like, all right, think back. Like sometimes when you might have been in the kitchen, you was cooking something. You're like, yo, damn, I'm just throw this extra ingredients in there and you know try to make a little more out of you know where I'm going, right?
Exactly.
Like you experimenting. How do you made that concoction? You ended up making that work, right? How with your music you get this gumbo of VSOP City? Because that's what you are for me right now. Like you're like a
Yeah,
gumbo. Like there's so
yeah.
much to you. How do you get this nice and packaged so that the people don't get?
See now, I feel like if you was able, if I still had my album up, the Heavy Lies the Crown album, then you would see how I package it. Like
Okay.
it's a 30-minute album. It was a 30-minute album, 10 songs. I had two drill records. I had two R&B records. I had two joints for the ladies. I had two joints for the club, and then I had two like boom bap joints. So it was kind of like a roller coaster, but it wrapped everything all into one, and now you know who VSOP City is from the top to the bottom. You get what I'm
Dope.
saying? So that's the artist that I am. So whether or not I'm trying to find my lane and find my niche what people like, I always do the same kind of things. Like who I am as an artist always comes out because I can't just sit there and just do one thing. Like I don't know if it's the ADHD in me, I don't know what it is, but I
No,
can't
but
just
by the way, I enjoyed it though because I don't want to hear an artist and every time I hear artists, I hear the same thing.
the
I
same
didn't
thing,
I didn't
right?
get that from you when I was listening to you, but I also was going like this because some joints I'm like, oh shit, there's some joints you making me think, and I'm like, damn, bro, like I just went from ready to go crazy to like, oh shit, am
Right.
I
And
black
now
or goosebumps?
if
You
you
know
an
what I'm saying?
artist, if you're an artist like me, and let's say I got 5 joints that make you think, then I got 5 joints that make you want to turn up, then I got 5 joints that make you want to get in the car and ride out to. Like I feel like that's a complete artist.
It is.
In my
It is.
eyes.
Nah, it is. You're right. You're right.
In
You're
my
right.
eyes, like I feel like any artist, if you call yourself a rapper, there shouldn't be no flow that's off limits to you. There shouldn't be no cadence that you can't do. There shouldn't be no type of song you can't make. If you call yourself an artist, then you should be able to dibble into R&B. You should be able to dabble into a country sound or you know a techno or house music sound if that's what you consider yourself doing. Like And I feel like a well-rounded person, like even from young, I used to listen to all kind of music. So not only did I listen to Tupac and Biggie and Jadakiss, like I mentioned, but then I also listened to like the Michael Jacksons, and I also listened to like the Delphonics and Earth, Wind and Fire and older generational music, like that was before my times. And I still might listen to some Maxwell, or I might listen to some Tyrese, or I might listen to,
You
you
know
feel
who?
me,
You know
different
who's a good
genres, even
example of
different
that?
Tim McGraw, different type of music.
A
So I
good
feel like it was
example of
like I
that?
got all of that kind of like wrapped in one, like, and I'm always trying to do different things.
The gumbo. But who's a
The
good example
gumbo,
is that
like you're saying.
is Max B. Max B is that type of art. Like back in the day, that's what he was known for. He was remixing Taylor Swift shit. Like he was going crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Let me ask you
That
this.
type stuff. And
Let
I
me
also do battle rap too. So
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
got that.
I'm about ready to go there now. That's I'm about
Oh,
ready to go now. With lyricism, do you feel is respected today or is it more a vibe?
no, I feel like it's respected still by the people that want to respect it. I feel like the people who don't care about it, they don't care about it. But I feel like anybody that's into hip hop and anybody that's into the music, the lyrics matter still. It might not matter in a sense of if you don't have a super lyrical song, it's not gonna blow. Like you obviously a lot of the songs that's the most lyrical are not blowing. But as far as like just your craft and who a person looks at you and views you as an artist, I feel like the lyrics definitely matter. I
Who
feel
would
like
you
being on like writing your own lyrics matter.
who would you want to go bar for bar with right now if you had the
Kiss,
opportunity to?
Kiss,
Really?
like ball for ball,
Bar
like
for bar. If you could pick them out right now, anybody.
the best, the greatest.
Who's that? That's
Kiss,
Kiss to you?
Kiss, uh, like, and this is far fetched for real, like obviously, but like if you
Now
ask
you
me that
never know.
question,
You never
M
know.
and
Ooh.
like those lyrical monsters, like you get what I'm saying, because I inspire to be that. I inspire 10 years, 20
Interesting.
years from now, the people that's talking about me like, yo, he ain't missed on a verse, or yo, he had some of the most fire punchlines, or he had the most fire metaphors or setups or stories. So I want to go against people like that I know is probably on another type tier, but it's going, sharpen my skills too.
All right, real
Nice.
quick. 5 this or that questions before we go to on the rec. It's either this or that. 5 real quick. Freestyle or written?
Written,
Studio alone or studio with the team?
studio alone,
Independent grind or major deal?
major deal.
Pain music or turn up records?
Oof.
That's why I put that in there because again, when I was listening to your joints, it was like, oh, this is gonna be a good one to ask him.
Yeah, that's tough, man. I feel like I'm gonna go with pain because the pain music make me feel something more than the turn up music. But I love a good turn up song, man. I like to be in the club lit and everybody dancing, they bobbing to that track, or I'm in a party, or I might at a cookout or something, and my song come on and everybody start going crazy when it come on. So I love the turn up, but it's something about that pain music that just make you feel like, dang, I don't even know how I was able to express that.
Mm. All right, last one. Old school vibe or new sound wave?
Damn, I'm kind of like in the middle. I like the old school vibe with the new sound wave. Like, I like I like when they do like the old school samples and then they make it new.
Mm-hmm.
I like when they do that, but I'm more old school though.
Okay.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, yo, this is my part of the show. You already know what it is. On the rec trivia. All right, we got 5 questions, multiple choice. You versus Chris with the people tuned in. I don't know if the homie Zaire is in the building. He was in here earlier.
Oh yeah, do the
Uh,
disclaimer. Do the disclaimer.
yeah, do not listen to this nigga right here. All
Yeah,
right. Yeah, do
do
not
that.
listen. Yeah, Zaire, do not listen to this nigga. Like well, yo, listen. When he's wrong, he's wrong. When he's right, he's still wrong. So, yeah. Do not listen to that nigga. Chris likes to cheat. If you tie, you
Yeah, I'm
win.
from Brooklyn. He from Brooklyn. It's gonna be the same type of atmosphere tonight. I already know vibes. I can tell. I
All
can
They
right,
tell.
said if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
that's it.
Right.
That's
Yo,
it.
listen.
That's it.
How many weeks? How many weeks we in already? We in like what? How many weeks of the year? I'm whatever that is, and the number. I haven't
Yeah,
lost yet.
right. This
Oh,
nigga
you ain't
lost.
lose yet?
Yeah, see,
He
I'm
just
on my
lost
Brooklyn
last
shit.
week.
In my
He lost.
mind, I win every
He
week.
ain't win. He ain't win this year yet. He ain't win this year yet.
Fuck
All right,
out of here,
here.
son.
Let me get this right. Let me get this right. Here, hold on. Let me get this right.
Oh.
I ain't. This nigga acting like he won.
I tell everybody every week, yo, I won every fucking
shit, nigga.
Yo, ask Nimrod. I beat Nimrod. Ask him when you speak to him later. But like, yo, Catch Rex said he won in what you call it? Watch what he tell you.
Non-fatical guy.
I'm gonna ask him too.
Ask him.
Yo, he lost.
He
Listen,
gonna call me right after. He gonna call me right after.
He about to get swept because he lost to Molly. He lost to Nimrod.
No, me and Molly tied. So what it is if we tie, it's push you pay. So you win.
So you automatic. I win.
If we tie, you automatically win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of my losses is that, but I won.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, he lost.
I could dig it.
Nah, he lost. All right, so listen. 5 questions, 4 multiple choice answers. I think we're in 2014. I think we're doing the year 2014. So put your thinking caps on, all right? Let's go. Who dropped a mixtape called Faces in 2014? A. Migos, B. Travis Scott, C. Mac Miller, or D. Ab-Soul?
You know what's crazy is? I know this shit.
Who?
Yeah, this one is a pure guess because I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with
C.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with C. I'm gonna go.
I tell you, Sean, you fucked up. Why you stop it?
Nigga is super hot now.
I know, man.
This nigga is mad hot. C.
I was gonna go with C. Mac Miller.
Oh man, I got it.
Was that right?
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, it was right.
See, he just upset.
He was the only white boy up there.
Nah, but what? Remember, he had that drug addiction, so he was trying to relay that he was going through some shit. So it was like 2 different people with him. Like I remember that shit distinctively.
Gotcha. All right, so it's 1-1. Next question is. Who dropped PTSD in 2014? A. Schoolboy Q, B. Smoke Daz, C. Locksmith, or D. Pharoah Monch?
Damn, I'm gonna go with A.
He's going with A, Chris.
Fuck, they're not even saying that in the chat, man.
Nope.
Come on, chat.
He's going with A. He's looking. What you looking at? Oh, you looking to see? If
I'm looking at somebody comments in the thing.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna go C.
Teresa said D.
Oh, D. You can change your answer if you want.
Nah, I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna stick with A.
I'm going with Teresa.
Oh, it was D.
See? Listen, I don't know. You gotta watch some Brooklyn niggas. I'm telling you, Brooklyn is not a nice day. It is not a nice
2-1 now, right?
Yeah, 2-1 now. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. Don't worry, you still got a shot. We got 3 more. All right, let's get it. Who dropped Hell Can Wait in 2014? A. Vince Staples, B. Future, C. YG, or D. Logic? Interesting. Chris, you know?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yo, there's a crazy lag though. I'm noticing in the thing. Not with us, with the people commenting.
Okay. He's going with A, Chris.
I'm going A.
See, this is how the Brooklyn nigga cheat. Now that
this was all guess.
Then Staples. All right,
Then
so
Staples.
listen. Okay, so it's 2-3, right?
Yeah.
Chris is on fire tonight. He ain't missed yet.
Nah, I missed one.
Which one did you miss? Nah, y'all both had. It was 1-1.
I went Locksmith, and it wasn't Locksmith. It was what the fuck? It was D. Or
nah,
whatever.
but you went D. It was Pharaoh.
I switched it. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
You ain't miss. You ain't miss.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at this nigga. He don't even know when he cheating. 2 more questions. You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys Shop, Mr. Catchy Rec, the one and only VSOP City. City down. Let's get it.
Yes,
Who dropped Weed Money in 2014? MJG, B. Daz Dillinger, C. K. Camp, or D. Styles P?
I'm going Styles P.
That sounds like something
that
Styles P
he
would
said
drop.
that confident.
I'm gonna go with Daz.
That's a good one too. That's good. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we got a tie ball game.
Yeah.
Now it's going down to the wire. See, you jump right up out of there too. You jump right up out of there.
Because I know Son got the weed spot, but I forgot Daz. Yeah,
Daz one of them the founders of the Chronic.
Yeah, Daz definitely one of them ones when it comes to the weed.
Definitely weed. All right, so listen, for all the marbles right here. All right. Last question. Let's go. Who dropped the Masterpiece Collection in 2014? A. Cormega, B. G-Eazy, C. Capadonna, or D. Cannabis? And noted, everybody on here had an album out in 2014.
Man. You gotta pause it. You gotta pause it. Oh man.
Damn, I don't get no lifeline, no nothing.
This sound like some Omega shit. I'm not gonna hold you. But you know what?
It sounds like some Cormega, Capadonna, and Cannabis shit.
Yeah, it could be. I'm trying to think when Cannabis was hot. That's exactly
what
I was saying.
Easy.
Oh.
I'm gonna go G-Eazy.
You know what? Fuck. I'm gonna go A. I'm gonna go Cormega.
Oh, it's still Cannabis. Damn, so what's the sudden death?
Nah, it's tied. You win.
Oh, it's tied. Oh, push pay.
Yeah.
Damn, it seems like this always happening. I'll take the W though.
That's that bullshit. Next week, I'm telling you, I'm telling them that I won. I'm telling you. Next week, I'm telling them that I won. Oh man. So this is my favorite part of the show. This is Rec or Rec. This is where we're gonna play the video you sent. The people tuned in gonna be able to tell us if it's Rec, REC. That means it's reaching everything conceivable. That's what we try to do over here every day. Reach everything conceivable. Or if it's a car wreck, WRECK.
All
right.
I know I'm still on this thing. You good?
You good, Shot?
Yeah. So what's how the game go?
Nah, it ain't no game. We about to play the video. It's Rec or Rec. REC.
Oh, Rec or Rec. Y'all gonna play the video.
Yeah. So real quick, introduce the video for the people.
Oh yeah. So this is this video right here. Yeah, which one I sent? Which video I sent? Oh, Mullato, right? Yeah, this is Mullato. This is it's a freestyle. This is actually a NYCHiphop beat. I called it Mullato. That's what the video is. YouTube. Yeah, tap in VSOP Sity. Make sure y'all subscribe to my page.
Let's go. You already.
Shit feel different when they think you made it. I got the crown now in my hood, I know it's safe to say it. Old rappers from my hood, they never helped us make it. So when they come back to the hood, they gotta make us payments. They rap about gang, gang, gang shit. Gang, gang, gang shit. You know if it's up, then it's up. With my stick got a drum, I can make you a target. Got a beam on it too, I can run in his crib when he sleep with his brain on the carpet. I guess it's about time I jump back in the game for a minute and change up the market. I'm everything niggas are scared of somebody with knowledge that's dangerous and heartless. I can find him, my bang at his partner. Yeah, we ready for war like it's Sparta. I can lock the hood down like the Carter. All I need is a Glock in the quarter. Hit the blocks at a shot, what's the order? I just cooked us some rock in the border. This some shit that I got from the border. And I'll leave with this chopper, I'm on it. Gotta say that shit twice, I'm dangerous. Put his ass in the bag like some famous Amos. I'm still up in the hood, niggas think I made it. Double cup in my hand, what you think I'm drinking? VSOP stay in my bottle. Hennessy, I don't drink no Moscato. Man, I need me a southern bitch straight from Atlanta. You know who I'm thinking, Mullato. Get a standing ovation, a round of applause when I stand up, I'm clapping like Bravo. You probably can't find me right now, cause I really just flew your little bitch out the Cabo. Man, that shit in my spliff is gelato. Grab and make that bitch hit like Apollo. If it's beef, he get hit with the taco. Swear to God, man, I feel like a capo. Moving freely, don't think that they hearing me. I ain't rich, I ain't got no security. I got nothing but real ones in here with me. So think twice when you think about airing me. These VVS diamonds that's all in my watch, you can tell that they real from the clarity. No man on this earth can compare to me. Do I think I'm the shit? Well, apparently. Do I think I'm the shit? Well, apparently. Now I got your little bitch wanna marry me. She gon' show me her titties for Jerry beats. When I hit, she be singing my melodies. No Ellen, no artist, no melody. I don't think that the game was prepared for me. Too much shit on my mind, I need therapy. The SOP is stay in my bottle. Hennessy, I don't drink no Moscato. Then I need me a southern bitch straight from Atlanta. You know who I'm thinking, Mulatto. Get a standing ovation, a round of applause. When I stand up, I'm clapping like Bravo. You probably can't find me right now, cause I really just flew your little bitch out of Cabo. Shit.
You on mute, Shot?
On mute?
Nah,
I'm
Shot.
on mute. My bad. You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys, Shot, Mr. Catch Rec, the one and only VSOP City. There's a lag, so Chris said, so we're gonna chop it up with you. Let them slide in there. Me, it's a definitely REC. I wasn't expecting that, which was super dope. No. Now, I mean, interestingly enough, I want to check out the rest of your music. After this interview, I want to check out the rest of your music, which I can say doesn't happen very often, because if I'm like, you get what I'm saying? Like I run through the music, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, they dope, cool. Not a lot of people that come on give us a 360 of what they bring to the table. And just listening to that, I'm very, very interested in hearing what else. You get what I'm saying? So
for sure.
REC for me. Chris?
That's REC for me.
I already know. I mean,
again, like the first one I'm gonna tell you to go ahead, Shot. Is If I'm Black. And let me ask you this, VFS. If for Shot, what's the first song which you recommend for him to go hear? New person who never heard you before, and they ask you, what song should I go check out?
Like usually I would kind of try to gauge the person and see if I could feel like I know what type of music they like, but offhand, if I don't know what type of music they like, I would send them to listen to Numb.
Okay, there you got two right there, Shah.
I'm gonna listen to both. Definitely super duper dope. Teresa gave you a rec. She said she liked the song, not the video. She probably don't like the twerking. It's too much.
Probably.
No. But it's all good. But hopefully she's interested in going and see your other work, because you're multifaceted. So there's many layers and many styles. But hopefully, they paid attention to the whole interview, and they go. She's normally good at that, So we did get 3 RECs with Chris. So Chris, go ahead, invite him.
Yeah, so you already know you're invited back to the 2026 Rec wrap up, and what that is every artist that we had on throughout the year that the people chose, because the people picked you. You get to come back at the end of the year and spit a 16 or 32 beat of your choice. You get to go crazy.
Oh, okay. That's my alley. Say less.
No. Absolutely. It was definitely a dope, interesting interview, because I didn't know what to expect.
I'm not gonna hold you. When I didn't get the drop shot, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a crazy interview. And then I start, and that actually when I started hitting him, that's when I started researching. I'm like, oh, he's from Brooklyn. Oh shit, damn, that's from from my hood and all that. Then I started listening to the music, and he took me on this roller coaster, and I'm like, oh shit, this shit is kind of dope. Let's see what the people were gonna think
Right.
about it. You know what I mean? So yo, thank you for taking the time to chop it up with us. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Cause like we like to say, this ain't really like an interview. We like to chop it up with people and let the people get to understand the artists behind the music. You
Right.
know what I mean? And get like a real perspective of them. Because never in a million years would they have known that you do all this stuff for your community. You know what I mean? Because every time you go on these platforms, they talk strictly music. We want them to know who you are. Like, you know what I mean? What's going on with you? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who come from where we come from, but we don't get these opportunities to talk about it or feel
Right.
comfortable to express it. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
definitely. And if you
It's
got
crazy. It's crazy because I'm like literally I'm at work right now. You seen the kids? They come in. They just completed their internship, so I'm giving them checks. I'm like, you feel me? But they got
That's
nice,
dope.
respect. They know what I do.
nice. Yo, listen, that's what I appreciate the most. Like once you led with yo, I'm into the community, I'm locked in now, because like I said, um, we don't get a lot of young brothers who's really locked into the community like that. And when we do, for me, being a little bit older, I want to see your tactics. You get what I'm saying, and
Yeah,
how you
yeah,
approach things, because just because I'm older don't mean I'm always right. You get what I'm saying, and things change, and if we really about, you know, actually helping the youth, we got to figure out different ways to get to them.
for
So
sure, for sure.
I get with a young gentleman on here, and he's actually impacting lives every day. That's what's
Mhm.
up. you know so definitely appreciate you. Real quick, shout out all your socials, what you got going on, let everybody know where they can catch you at, homie.
Yeah, listen, man, y'all can catch me all social platforms is the same. VSOP Sity, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, everything is the same. VSOP Sity, my YouTube channel, VSOP Sity, all of the music, Spotify, Apple Music, Title, everything is the same. VSOP Sity. We are dropping a TV show. It's in the works of being discussed whether it's gonna be on NBC or PBS. But it's called Gangsters in Korea. We went out there for 20 days. It's just our experience, what we did out there, finding hip hop. I was featured on the nationally syndicated show, which is out right now. You can watch it. It's called Show Me the Money 12, which is also another South Korean show. So I've been doing a lot of, different things out there. Um, I have a EP coming out. Shout out to Grind Season Vegs called The Working Man. Should be dropping the beginning of June. A tentative date, I would say like June 2nd, June 3rd for that. So stay on the lookout for that. Shout out Grind Season Veg. Shout out to the team. You already know what it is. Federal District. Nimrod, salute, the CEO, First Lady Molly, crew. Shout out to all my guys, everybody that was a part of it and might not still be a part of it, but everybody that I came in that journey with. Shout out to the guys with Nation 7320 Goon Regime. Shout out to the RecBoys. Definitely thank you. Appreciate y'all for having me. It's definitely a dope segment, and I'm definitely gonna tap in more because I like the games and I like I like the energy and the vibe. So I'm gonna definitely tap in. Salute to y'all guys. Thanks for having me.
Nice. Yo, man, appreciate you giving us your time, man. And we appreciate with not only your artistry, but what you're doing to the community, what you're doing in the community. And salute to you.
Appreciate that.
All right, my man. Have a good night, homie. Appreciate you.
All right, so y'all have a good night, man. Thank y'all.
All right, my guy.
All
Yep,
right.
safety. Nice.
Dope.
Super dope show. Super dope show. You know what time it is, homie. Let's get into it, homie.
Damn, I don't even know where to start because this one for me, I had to think about this one. For me, this one, I ain't gonna hold you. This one was more of a personal one, but I know what I'm about ready to say. People could relate to. When they put their purpose against you, it's not rejection. I'm gonna say that again. When someone puts their purpose against you, it's not rejection. It's a reality. This is when you got to question yourself. Are you strong enough to do it for yourself?
Right.
Like I really need the people to think about that. Think about how many times you put people in front of you, or what they wanted to do, You know what I mean? And then when you wanted to do something, they just, you know, the same effort you put forward, you didn't receive. Are you willing to give the effort you gave them to yourself? Think about it. Think about it.
Good way to end the show. That is our time this week. Next week is, that's the last Wednesday next week.
Next week is at this point.
At this point.
At this motherfucking point.
We got some things to talk about. A whole bunch of things going on. Yeah. So make sure you guys tap in next week, same place, same time, for a new edition of At This Point with the RecBoys. All right, yo, appreciate everybody that tuned in and watched. Yo, if you guys aren't subscribed to the YouTube page, go and subscribe. All right, follow, comment, do all that good stuff. Shout out to Teresa. Glad you enjoyed the show. All right, yes, At This Point. Shout out to Teresa. She got some things that she's definitely gonna be tuned in to watch. But that is our time for this week. We love you guys, and we will be back next week. All right, love you. Be safe. We out. Deuces. Easy.